What is up? Welcome in to the Early Edge in 5. I'm your host for today, Allan Bell. Grace Remington is on assignment. I always wanted to say that. 60 Minutes did that forever. She'll be back tomorrow in normal. But you know what? The show must go on, so somebody's got to, sit in her seat. And I'm sure, you know what? I'm not as good as her, but we're going to have some fun today. Now, speaking of fun, real quick, today on CBS Sports HQ, our Monday schedule, M Squared is on right now as we speak at 4 p.m. Eastern. He is also going to be on at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then the big show tonight for the NBA Finals, 8 p.m. Eastern. We've got Mike McClure, Larry Hartstein, and Sia Nejad going through the entire game, plus halftime live bets for you for Game 5 of the Heat and the Nuggets. To watch, you could do it on the CBS Sports app and cbssports.com/live or the Paramount Plus app as well. And for anybody who wants to join SportsLine right now, for only $1, use promo code TROPHY, and that will get you all set up. All right, enough of me yapping. Let's bring in the stars of the show, because that's who you want here, not me. Well, maybe a little bit me. But you know what? We're going to have some fun with it. All right, so we're going to jump right into it because we have a big amount of picks, and we've got a ton of games and action to jump on. So, Spector, welcome back from Las Vegas. How did we do, and what are you on the night, bro?
We did fine over there, and you know what? We're going with the pick that I loved the most when I cashed it in Vegas, and that's Jamal Murray over 8.5 assists at -104. He's had at least 10 in every single finals game so far, including 12 in Game 4. His assist percentage is a whopping 40% at the moment. 4 out of every 10 baskets scored by the Nuggets are assisted by Jamal Murray. Normally, I'd say he's going to regress back towards his mean of the playoffs, which is 28%. But the Heat seem to be fine with allowing Jokic to be the primary scorer and Jamal Murray being the primary assist giver. And instead of it going the other way around, I'm betting Jamal Murray over on assists until I see the Heat change their strategy.
Yeah, you know what? I follow that path, not on that bet, but like just in general, that if something's hitting and hitting and hitting, buddy, you're going to have to tell me when the train's going to stop, and I still might not believe you. And even if it does, I'm going to go right back to it and see if it does it twice in a row. So I feel you on that one, man, for sure. And you know what? It's good to have you back, buddy. We missed you on Friday. All right, now, Mikey B, you've got 2 plays here, NBA, Major League Baseball. Look, the duality of man. That's what I love it about Mike Barner. Let it rip, bro. What you got?
All right, so I was going to do 2 NBA props, but just a little word of caution. The Tyler Hero, apparently this is regular season Heat injury report, out to questionable. Now he's going to try to play. So I had a Kyle Lowry prop on the site, which I don't really like that much anymore. But I do like Contavious Caldwell-Pope over 2.5 rebounds at -140 on FanDuel. He is a key defender. He helps stretch the floor with his three-point shooting, so he plays a lot. He's averaged 34 minutes a game in this series. That's helped him grab at least 3 rebounds in all 4 games. Going back further, he has at least 3 rebounds in 9 of the last 10 games. His playing time's not going to change, so I'll take the over on that modest number. And then we will go to baseball. Marcus Semien over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at -150 on DraftKings. He is facing the lefty Tyler Anderson, who is bad. He has a 5.62 ERA and a 1.60 whip. Semien's batting .300 against lefties this year. When he faced him earlier in the season, he went 2 for 4 with a run scored, an RBI, and 2 walks. And then this is a crazy stat. Semien has at least 2 combined hits, runs, and RBI in 23 of his last 26 games. There's some juice, but I think it's worth the squeeze.
Nice. It is worth the squeeze. I like it. Well played right there. Okay. Now, as we always do, all right, EC, I'm going to put my picks on the screen. I want your thoughts. And you guys too. Feel free to jump in. But I just love playing this with EC because you know what? My man, we spoke about duality of man. My man is, well, I'm going to get with Spector how you pronounce of like 8 or 9 different sports for EC there. All right, so we've got 2 college baseball game 3s tonight. All right, first one, 6 p.m. Eastern. All right, this is when you go to the College World Series, lose, buddy, the bus is up, geared up, ready to go home, right? So backs against the wall for both teams. All right, first off, 6 p.m. Eastern, we've got Southern Miss and Tennessee. Taking the over 11.5. Now, real quick, EC, before. All right, a couple things. One, if you have BetMGM, go there right now. They have the lowest totals out here. You're going to see DraftKings has, I think, almost 13. Some of them have 12.5. Go to BetMGM right now. If you're going to play the over, get it at 11.5. Now, EC, the reason that I'm saying it is this: for the total playing the over. Southern Miss likely to go with a bullpen game tonight. And what I mean by bullpen game is that they're legitimately going to bring pitchers out about every 6 outs. All right. One, because it's the last game of a series. Your arms, you don't have everyone, there in rotation. But two, if a team is hitting well, what you want to do is kind of, neutralize that with a brand new pitcher and a brand new look every 2 innings. Sometimes it works. A lot of times it'll blow up right in your face, man, because you start running out, and if one pitcher gets blasted, that plan kind of goes to smoke. What do you think, EC?
Well, I'll tell you, I already made a two-pick parlay on baseball, and I didn't do this one, AB. I took Tennessee -1.5. So I think that would also play into this one because I think the Vols need to score tonight. So I think if Tennessee, the over-under for them, I would put at 7.5. So I think if they can cover the 8, I think you hit this easily. That's what I'm betting on, so I like it.
All right, there we go. All right, number 2. Texas Stanford over 13.5. Again, check BetMGM, but this one is available at a few more spots. This one is a little more difficult here. I don't know why that just popped up here, but this one's I don't know what this happened there. All right, so 13.5. Number's a little high. All right, I get it. That being said, both of these teams can go off. Stanford, I believe, had their leadoff hitter on every single inning last night, and they both left so many runners on base. Texas is dangerous late in games. Stanford can't be too. So I'm rolling with the over here because overs are fun. You know what? And I do not want to look stupid and sweat an under, and they just start mashing 7, 8, 9. So what do you think here?
Well, AB, I want to thank you. Last night I played the over 10.5 in this game, and it hit
Nice.
in the 9th inning with Stanford getting 3. So that was your pick. So great job on that. It helped me cash a 3-teamer. So you know what? Why not go with it? But I like Texas money line tonight.
Texas is a good team, man. Texas is a real good team, especially late. Like, dude, they've got a little bit of the Miami Heat, like going through the playoffs in them, to where, buddy, you better protect yourself. 7, 8, 9 innings. You got to be careful there. All right, last one. Nikola Jokic, over 1.5 threes, plus 130. You know we're going to it. Now, let me also say this, all right? In games where, series, ending games, right? They could get weird if, the team that's, favored starts blowing them out. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I understand if you have ridden this and you're sitting profit, it's okay to start looking for the interstate exit, right? Like, I totally get it, right? Like, if you've made money and you don't want to play it anymore, understood, because quitting ahead is not the same as quitting. So I wanted to make sure that we said that, but I'm going to ride it because it's fun. It's hitting 11 to 19 throughout the postseason, always at 1.5 and always at plus money. What are your thoughts?
Well, as long as Jamal Murray gets the assists on both those 3-pointers, I think Spector and I will both be happy. So let's roll with it.
There we go. All right, enough of me talking. EC, buddy, you got some wild plays today. I love them. Let them rip. What you got?
We're going with them, maybe. It's time for Parlay Monday. Why not? I'm trying to make you guys money. You know me as the people's capper. Well, I'm going to help the people make some money. You know what Spector said about Jamal Murray and his over 8.5 assists? Well, I like him to have a double-double tonight on FanDuel and the Nuggets to win at plus 164. Now, this is under player performance doubles. If you go on FanDuel, you should have a 50% bonus to play on top of this. So right now it's plus 164. You can get this at like plus 246, courtesy of FanDuel and that bonus. He's done this in all 4 games in the series, as Spector said, and he's had 10 rebounds twice in the last 7 games. So we have an outside shot at that. I think they're going to try to collapse on Jokic, make Murray be the distributor, and I think he gets his 10 assists again. We know he's going to score 10 points. If he doesn't, the Nuggets lose, but I feel pretty good about this one, and we're getting some juice. I think Denver takes care of business tonight. All right, in honor of me being single, why not do a singles parlay with Luis Arias and Emmanuel Rivera at plus 192? So Arias leads the league with 73 singles, and he has won in 14 of his last 15 games. He's like an ATM for us, and he was last week. Rivera on the D-backs is hitting 383 against lefties. 13 of his 18 hits against lefties are singles, and he has 1 or more in 5 of his last 6 starts. I expect him to start tonight against the lefty Matt Strahm of the Phillies, and I expect him to hit that number. So plus 192, that's a heck of a parlay. And then I want to have some synergy with Mikey B. So let's go with the Angels-Rangers first 5 innings over 5.5 at minus 115. Tyler Anderson has been blown up lately. This has gone over in his last 5 starts. Texas has gone over this in 5 of their last 8 games. and the Angels have gone over this in 9 of their last 13 games. Put it all together, and that's enough of a recipe for me to play the over 5.5 in the first 5 innings. Hey, there's a lot of money on the line tonight with parlays and such. AB's plays, the Spector's plays, Mikey B's plays. Let's all go to the pay window.
Well, let's go to the pay window indeed. And the way that we're going to do that with the recap screen right here, which for some reason popped up earlier, I blame AI, but you know what, Spector? I don't, because you're the king of AI. We're going to blame Chat GPT on that one. How about that? All right, EC is on. Jamal Murray, a double-double, and the Nuggets win at plus 164. Luis Arias and Emmanuel Rivera, both of them to hit a single at plus 192. And the Angels, Rangers, first 5 over 5.5. Mike Barner is on. Contavious Caldwell Pope over 2.5 rebounds at minus 140. And Marcus Semien over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at minus 150. Speculator is on. Jamal Murray over 8.5 assists at minus 104. And I am on Southern Miss Tennessee over 11.5 minus 120. Texas Stanford over 13.5 at minus 120. Again, go find BetMGM right now before those move. And Nikola Jokic over 1.5 threes at plus 130. All right, boys. That's all the damage we can do for today. Is anybody thinking that the Heat win this game tonight? Barner?
No. Nope. It's done.
EC? Spector? Nobody?
No.
Did they cover the 9?
Over.
That I don't know. I don't want any part of the spread.
What's the model say, Spector? What's the model say?
It says 7.
Ooh, all right,
So,
tough.
Just play Jamal Murray. Just play Jamal Murray.
There you go.
We'll be
Yeah,
safe
just play
with that.
Jamal
Yeah.
Murray.
That's
And
why
Jokic
I'm Jamal
threes.
Murray.
Yep.
There's a shot that they cover the 9, but winning the whole game, not the way they played. Their offense just hasn't. They just haven't been able to outscore. The Nuggets are too efficient.
They are too efficient. And I'll say this. Look, if a man with lettuce like that, the hair that Spector has, look, I'm just going to run with it and roll with it. All right, everybody, we'll be live Tuesday morning, normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern, Coach and the crew. But until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets here, and we will see you tomorrow.